Okay, very good first video there. So, to help simplify things moving forward, because you've shown that you do understand the whole repeats thing, you do not have to do that anymore in the videos that you send. So, from now on, just record again the final practice session just like you did. But when it's time for you to get to the repeats, you can go ahead and stop the camera there or stop the recording there and just send that over. That's totally fine. So yeah, just for the first video, just to make sure that you understood the repeats. So that's why I wanted you to send all of that. But moving forward, just working it up, that's the only part I need to see now. You don't have to send over the repeats. Make sure you practice and do the repeats though, but you don't need to record that part. So I hope that makes sense. So the only real issue I noticed was when you get going faster, or like really fast, you no longer play the chord and you're just playing the root note. So rhythm was really good. You definitely show that you understand the whole palm mute accent pattern stuff, so that's good. So what I want to focus on this week is making sure you strum everything. So if that means you don't go as fast, that's okay. But part of this is paying attention to the details. So I feel that when you pay attention to the details and you execute those or you perform them correctly, you have a much better chance of doing anything that you want to do. So last time we had just 2 strings, but now we got 3. We have 3 strings this time to make it more difficult and to hopefully get you to focus more on strumming everything. So you need to strum wide, strum long enough to be able to hit this stuff. And got some, hopefully, maybe some new chord shapes here. Stuff you haven't used before, but maybe you have. Just something beyond regular power chords. So we have the start, the regular power chord, and then we go into an A suspended second, a C major 7 no 5, into an inverted F5 chord. So this is an F5 over C. Now, for me, I already do my whole step stretch with my first, third, and fourth finger. So going from the A5 to the A sus2 works out quite well for me because all I have to do is take the same fingers, well really just keep the first and third down and slide the pinky over. That being said, if you, and this is totally fine, if you do the whole step stretches with your first, second, and fourth finger, you might need to go into that for the A sus2, and that's fine. It'll just be a little bit more work to get there, but not too much. And then when you go into the C major 7 no 5, your pinky is already on that 9th fret that we need. And then when you go to the F5 over C, pinky again. Keep that pinky on the D string. That's going to make it a lot easier to transition back to the A5. Because going from a regular power chord to an inverted power chord, it's just a matter of taking that ring finger off and barring with the index finger. Okay, so the accent pattern this time, open, 2 mutes, open, 2 mutes, open once, mute once. So open, mute, mute, open, mute, mute, open, mute. All right. 60 beats per minute demonstration. I have no volume. Uh-oh, hang on. There we go. All right, 1, 2, 3, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4. $160. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. And 200. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. So yeah, that's definitely much harder when you're trying to strum all 3 strings versus just hitting that root note. Now, a lot of metal stuff, that's exactly what ends up happening. They'll play the chord, but then they just palm mute the root note. And they lose a little bit of the chord. So when it comes to like writing your own stuff, that's okay. But right now we are working on playing with perfection and pushing our technique to be as good as it can be. So, all right, so I'm going to demonstrate the repetitions, and I'm going to go for all 4. But if you ever need to see like the repetitions done like the 2 times, then 3, then 4, if you need a different speed demonstrated, just let me know. I'm going to go down to 180 for this because 4 times through, strumming all that, that's a pain in the butt. Here we go. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oof. That definitely gets the bicep tired. But yeah, I really like seeing stuff in your video. Like when a mistake was made, you stopped right away, you corrected it. It's fantastic. You took time to relax your arm, give it a break before you go back into it. Perfect. Very, very well done. I like what I saw. It was excellent. Excellent. And then yeah, as far as like the different volumes of like the collections of all those different lessons. So when you signed up for Patreon, you should have received an automated welcome note, and in that welcome note there's something that says like, here is the post containing the 2 collections. Let me bring that up and show you what you should have received. Hang on here. Alright, so... Uh-oh. Did I lose it? Welcome notes. Alright. Yeah, so it's in here. Post containing the word sets. There it is. I'm sorry, I'm clicking on the wrong stuff here. Show more. There we go. So yeah, this should have been what you received. This thing right here. And then that, there you go. Right there is where you should have received that link in here. And click on that guy and it takes you over to this, and down at the bottom you got the 2 zip files, and that's that. So I'm going to just give you a link to this, and hopefully that opens up fine for you. If not, let me know. But alright, I think that covers everything. So any questions, let me know. And just a reminder, next week when you send in your video, again, full practice, or well, the practice session, the last one you do, where you just work it up, and you don't need to include the repeats. So you can if you want, but you don't have to. Alright, that's it. Any questions, let me know. I'll see you again in your next video.